It's my pleasure to welcome you to Empowering Beyond Provider Connect. What a great session. We had over 1,200 attendees this year talking about issues surrounding business transformation and how they were going to emerge out of this pandemic that we've been experiencing and continue to experience for more than 12 months. This is a tremendous time, though, for digital investment, for technology firms, and for organizations looking to drive business transformation, which is why our focus in the Empowering Beyond event was on what we call the imagination age. I want to talk to you a little bit about the imagination age and how pertinent it is to Avasant strategy, and of course, how we partner with all of you, our partners. Clients today are looking for an ecosystem of partners that they wish to work with, from technology vendors to service providers to strategy firms. And in that ecosystem comes an integrated solution and creativity that's driving the business change that they're looking for. Humanity is moving towards a new era of unrestrained innovation and creativity. This imagination age is built on the platform of all the digital investments that we've been making pre the last 12 months in the coronavirus and those that are still coming. The fundamental question that our clients are asking us today is, what do we need to do to meet the needs of this new place that we're going? How are we going to connect with our customers? And what type of investments do we have to make? They're not asking questions about how we're going to save money. In fact, that's probably the last thing on their mind. Business transformation is what they're focused on. How did we get here? We talked about that extensively at the Empowering Beyond conference, but also in my keynote address to all of you and to our clients. You see, we started in the internet age, and that internet age was quickly disrupted with Y2K and the need and desire to solve the Y2K bug. That led to the information age, but it created a platform of connectivity which allowed people to communicate and work across vast distances. It allowed us to bring the creativity of engineers from India or experts from Europe to be able to work together. It was truly liberating, but very technology-based. We were focused on our devices, our computers, our mobiles, all the devices that kept us connected. It led to information overload. When we moved to digital singularity, as we call it, or the digital age, something else happened. We started recognizing that all this data and information with the right technology investments could be analyzed better, could be automated. And with that automation and with that analysis, we could actually get some time back to think. When you look at where we're going, spawned by, in some ways, and accelerated by the coronavirus, we call that the imagination age. The coronavirus is the new chief transformation officer for many businesses today that are looking to make these broad-based investments. For those of us that are stuck in the IT world only, or only focused on business process, we must up and analyze the solutions for these businesses in a different way that requires us to upskill. Consider 2 of 3 companies globally are pushing very hard this rapid business transformation, and coming out of the pandemic are willing to invest. There's a 3x increase in digital transformation investments as we track them, and we expect that to continue for the next 5 years. There's a decline in focus on cost-managed services because automation, disruption, technologies that are designed by their very definition to create new omni-channel experiences, combined with a distributed workforce, have changed how we interact with third parties and our partners. The coronavirus has accelerated business transformation. There's no doubt about it. But on what platform? Look at digital singularity. We presented this, believe it or not, over 3 years ago, and it's as relevant today as it's always been. These prerequisites, which you see on the outer rim, cloud, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, 3D printing, intelligent automation, quantum, when we bring these together, in many cases, when they work together, it creates a platform and opportunity for all that disruption. Our clients are looking at it not just in the front office, but also in the back office, in IT and in finance and accounting and HR, procurement, all the processes that have historically been focused on process improvement and outsourcing, lower cost labor. Now suddenly we have new tools to even make it better. Our clients are asking for those tools. They want us to evaluate and assess what are the best tools in the market and how do I partner with a system integrator or a service provider. This is the future. But what we see happening today with all that investment and moving away from this platform of just the digital age is a new platform of the imagination age. And in that new platform, what we're seeing is more time for people to be able to be creative. And that means less focus on the machines, less focus on the processes, less focus on the hardware, but more focus on the ideas. Today's companies are looking for ideas and data, and that's the currency of tomorrow. That's the currency of the future. And any investment level required to get there is what our clients are willing to make. Because getting there on time and first is a critical rite of passage, but also survival. So what happened over the last year that made all of this so critical? Well, we all know about the pandemic, but it spun off a need and desire to start a process of internal business transformation assessment. And we started that in July of last year with many of our clients. What do we want to look like? What is the new world going to bring us? Where will our clients be? How do we need to restructure? This was quickly led by strategic initiatives to analyze what those different models would look like, what the cost of them would be. And as we move forward, large-scale digital investments, which are carrying through as we expect easily for the next 5 years. And this is, again, an amazing time, but it's also a bit of a race. Companies that are able to take advantage of technology infrastructure of this stage and level to drive all aspects of business transformation will surely come out ahead. But who are our buyers? Historically, the internet age brought us IT buyers, IT directors, CIOs. We remember that for many years. But as this trend has continued, the IT buyers are becoming fewer. Who are the strategic buyers that we see today at Avasant? I can tell you that our own company, 90% of them are not CIOs anymore. And this was a big wake-up call for us as well, because most of our programs are designed in support of the CIO. But they're the chief administrative officer, the CFO, the CEO, the chief transformation officer, head of HR, chief marketing. So this is what's happened, is that our buyers have shifted in this industry, and their focus and the kinds of questions which they're asking us is different. Again, value-driven focus, focused on what the business is going to be and how we're going to get there. Of course, IT is a critical part of this, but now IT is one of the team and part of the decision-making factors, of course, but not making the decision alone. And that is going to continue that trend. And we can see here, this is the trend line that we see with a shift in buyers. So this new age, this imagination age, what will it mean for these companies once they get there? And I mentioned to you that their currency is going to be creativity and data and innovation. So this platform enables us to analyze and rationalize data at infinite speed with the outcome of unrestrained and unrestricted human innovation. Sounds like great words, right? But imagine if we are able to bring these technologies to the workplace where they move to the background. Our focus is not on the device, but on interacting with each other. We don't need the same level of education either. people in our industry in the early 2000 period were a highly educated master's degree in computer science or computer engineering or electrical engineering. Today, data analytics, process automation, and digital experience, three key skill sets required in this new economy. They don't even require a college degree. And in some cases, a high school degree is more than sufficient. The work that we're doing and the platforms that we're using are intelligent. They're smart. They're helping us. They're helping us make better decisions, but they're also helping us drive more productivity in our organizations, not requiring the same level of education as we've needed in the past. That's purely interesting because it means in this new world, we can work in a distributed and transboundary way. So how will we live and work in this new age of hyper-accelerated human innovation? Well, first of all, it doesn't matter where we live anymore, and it doesn't matter what country we live in. For the first time, that dream of Thomas Friedman and the world is flat is truly realized, but in a completely unexpected way. We can truly be anywhere and live anywhere. And it's not just a few countries that can participate. Everybody can participate. Creative time with people is a key factor as well. If we take machines out of the way and we reduce emails because we've got automation and analysis of the data that's coming into us from all of our different feeds and social and email and everywhere else, our phones, we have more time. More time for what? Conversation like this. Real communication. People talking to each other, coming up with new ideas, like the two people in this picture. They're walking down a causeway, and with technology in the background, they have the access to the data at their fingertips, but the ability to work from anywhere. Price sensitivity. Today, the ability to move people remotely or take advantage of low-cost labor has never been so fast. No infrastructure is required in terms of physical infrastructure of buildings to be able to hire or to be able to bring people on board in a distributed fashion when they're working at home. And that means that we can follow the labor markets. For the first time, we're going to see markets that have historically not been players, now potentially useful grounds for employment. This technology that is embedded in this imagination age is ubiquitous. It's everywhere. It follows us from room to room. We don't carry it. It knows who we are because it biosenses us. So we're always secure and we're always connected. And the experience is always multisensory. And there's no visible technology. That's where we're moving. And that's what the imagination age is bringing us. We're already starting to see it with many of our clients and partners. We're seeing how they're making investments in new modern types of conference rooms, new modern and remote communication devices and platforms that enrich the experience. So the imagination age will be a period for ongoing human innovation. But for our industry, it marks the beginning of sustained transformation. And that sustained business transformation is an opportunity for us all. But consider, clients aren't looking for a single provider or a technology company or a consulting firm anymore. They're looking to orchestrate this. They're looking to create custom business solutions that help them change who they are and what they are for their customers and partners. I look forward to the Connect meetings today, and I'm excited that all of you have taken the time to meet with us. Thank you so much, and to ongoing partnership with all of you. Stay safe.